Hey guys, Tara here from Recovering Book Hoarder, and sorry, it's been too long since I've taped. I was extremely sick. I caught the COVID, and Cassidy also caught the COVID. As a lot of you know, I am a type 1 diabetic. Because of that and being insulin dependent, I qualified for that that medication, that Paxlovid, because I'm high risk, and this is supposed to decrease the symptoms, make them not last as long. Last time I had it like, it lasted months and months and months. It was terrible. So this time it did, like the second dose of that Paxlovid, I started to feel better. But I was at like between 35 and 40% for about a week. I felt absolutely, it was horrid. It was so bad. COVID is not fun when you have it. I'd say today I'm at about like 80 to 85%. A special gift came in the mail though for Cassidy today, which stick around until the end and you'll get to see her opening of that. So anyway, I had gotten out the camera and I figured I should go ahead and film and get caught up. I'm going to go over, it's 2 weeks worth of stitching. I have already started stitching for this week. Today is Tuesday, the 18th, right? 14th was Friday, 15th, 16th. Yeah, Tuesday the 18th. So I'm going to go over 2 weeks worth of stitching. And then the stuff that I did this week, I'll go ahead and do that. Hopefully I'll be able to tape again either Saturday or Sunday and get like back on the normal rotation here. Before I get into what I was stitching, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about why I stitch, what I get from stitching, and why it's become so extremely addictive for me. And I would love to know your why. Why is it that you stitch? What got you into stitching? Why do you continue to stitch? Is it an everyday thing for you? Is it every now and then thing for you? I would love to know. I am not sure how many days I've stitched in a row. I can tell you that in 2024, right? That was the previous year. In 2024, there were only 2 days in all of 2024 that I did not stitch. So I stitched 363 days last year. And I have stitched every day so far this year. At least something. I was kind of contemplating on what is it? Why does it feel so good to stitch? Like, it tickles my brain. It's amazing. What I have come up with is, after a lot of thought, I have ADHD, and it's pretty bad. And my brain, especially when it's in work mode, I get very much in work mode, and my thoughts are so like deep and like in the moment when I'm at work, and I'm thinking a lot, and to get out of that and to be able to transition back to a normal person and home by stitching, I can literally feel my brain unwinding. It's like my brain had been putting together jigsaw puzzles all day, but like 20 different jigsaw puzzles. And whenever I'm able to pick up my cross stitch, I can feel it all unwinding, and I can then like focus, and I'm just in an overall better mood. Obviously, I'm not working on the weekends, thank God. But I still like stitching. I just love it. It makes my brain feel so good. But during the week, it's like an essential. It's essential. It's as essential for me as my antidepressants are. Like, it is that essential to me. So that is my why, and that is why I stitch, and that's why I have become addicted to it and just love it so much. My brain just really, really loves following a pattern, working it out, like really having to hyper focus on that. It makes it It makes me be able to be a better person. Stitching makes me a better person. That's all I can say. So please share your why with me. I would love to know why you stitch. Does it do something similar for you? Is it just totally like a hobby? Is it your everything? Is it a every now and then thing? I want to know. Let me know. Okay, let's get into the stitching. So over a 2-week period, so we're looking at Sunday, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before that. No, the Saturday before that. So think 2 Saturdays. That's what we're going to look at. Saturday to Saturday. And then another Saturday, right? Something like that. It's 2 weeks. Okay. I stitched 10,084 stitches over that 2-week period. I had 2 new starts. I'm only going to show you one because the one new start, I'm working on it right now because it came up in one of my randoms. And so I'll show you that with my progress for this next week upcoming. But my other new start, just seeing that like nothing is in order right now. My other new start was the quilt. Here it is. Is Stitching and Quilt from Soir Batcure. And it looks like this. Now, I had started this on, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before that. Started it on this piece of Weeks Dye Works. 20 count Weeks Dye Works in Peony Purple. This is the second time I have tried to stitch on Weeks Dye Works. Last time I was my Yule Queen or Yule Goddess, and I loved that pattern. It turned out so beautiful. I despised almost every second of stitching it because of the fabric. I had bought this fabric prior to realizing I didn't like that fabric. So I'll try this again. The other one was a 30 count. This one is a 20 count. See how it goes. So I was stitching this 2/1 because with the way that the I don't know what it's called, with the way that it's like the threads, it seemed much bigger than a 20 count, to be honest. So it was requiring 2 threads instead of 1, because normally I would stitch 1 thread on the 20 count. So I got 185 stitches done, which took me to here. That's what we got done. And I decided I absolutely hate it. Hate. Like, not even slightly dislike. I mean, hate. Actually, that's upside down. Is that upside down? No, that's right. Don't like it at all. And decided I did not want to continue with this. I hate how it looks. I mean, it looks so messy. Look at those stitches. They're just, I don't like it at all. So I'm never stitching on weeks again, ever. I'm not going to frog this because I don't want anything to do with it. I think I might have a couple more pieces and things kitted out because I had bought some of this whenever I went to a local needle store in Ohio. And so I'm going to hold off a little bit, but I'll probably give this and then the other ones once I find them. There's another 1 or 2. Probably give these away because I know other people love weeks and love to stitch on weeks. I just don't. So I would love to give it away to somebody else. You'll have to frog it though, because I'm not going to take the time to do that. But so it's not going up today, but it's once I find those other pieces, I will put them all up as a giveaway for somebody to to win. So the following day, on Monday, I said, okay, let's go through the stash and see what I have that will work for this piece. And what I ended up pulling out was 18 count Fox and Rabbit, 18 count Fox and Rabbit in the color Hocus Pocus. I am in the Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month Club through Garon Stitchery. And I highly recommend that club. I am building up a really nice collection, and they are just so versatile to stitch on their stuff. So their colors. So I made much more progress. I like it so much better. And so I ended up doing a total of 838 stitches on the new fabric. And this is where we got to. So started, this is the top corner over here. That's where we are. And I like it so much better. I mean, I can't explain to you how much I hated it. This is showing up really brown. It's much more of like a pink, like a pinkish color with a brownish hue. But yeah, much better. So ended up doing a total of 1,023 stitches, but 185 of those really didn't count because we got rid of the fabric. So that was a new start. All right, let's look at whips. Not gonna go in any particular order here. So a lot of what I'm doing this week, I've discovered I really like to do the random roll. So I have in a tiny decision making wheel, I have numbers 1 through 60, because that's how many whips I have currently. And I have it set that it will only come up one time whenever I'm doing this. So this way I make sure I'm touching every single whip that I have. So I roll it, it'll tell me what whip to work on. And then I have another wheel that I had numbered 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. I added it on in counts of 100 up to 1,000. So I roll the wheel to see what whip I'm working on. Then I roll the stitches to see how many stitches I'm going to do. And I'm loving that. And then if that works out for other things I'm doing, then I add on to that amount of stitches. This will make sense whenever I show you more. So let's see here. One day I did a random roll for the Christmas Quaker from Happy Mood Point, which looks like this. This is one of my oldest whips, and I adore it. It is not monochrome, of course, because who would I be if I was doing something in monochrome? My brain doesn't like that. These are very tight margins because this is one of my oldest and it's one of the first ones that I started. So I didn't understand how to measure fabric. So my margins are like an inch around. So I don't 100% know what I'm going to do with it when I'm done. But so, okay, I rolled 300 stitches for this. And then I was just really on a roll with this one because I love it so much. Once I start working on it, I don't want to put it down. So I did another 700 stitches just cause for a nice even 1,000 stitches. So this is where I am. I will bring it in and show you details. I worked up here in this, all of this. A lot of that is what I worked on. And this is just a mix of floss that makes me think of Christmas. I've got DMC. I have some fancy floss, flower silks, some gentle arts, just anything I found. I think there might be some cottage garden in here. Anything I could find that made me think of winter. Oh, Leo and Roxy, old school. And I am doing this on a piece of 14 count Charles Craft Ada that I got from Michael's. And yeah, Isn't it so pretty? I love it so much. So good, so good, so good. Yeah. All right. So that I did that. Okay, so that was 1,000 stitches. All right, next up is my Fab 50. This is from Abby Sue Designs, and it was a stitch along for Disney's 50th anniversary. And it is based off of the 50 golden statues that are still in the park today. And that's what it will look like. It's gigantic. For this one, I got this. This was a random roll, and it was for 800 stitches. I really like to finish off a piece of floss if I can. So I ended up doing a total of 806 stitches to get it to a good stopping place. So see, this is my gigantic fabric. And this is like the best fabric because it reminds me of the Sully Shake from, hey Cass.
Yeah.
Where's the Sully Shake from?
Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe.
From Cosmic Ray?
Yeah, Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe.
From Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe at Disney. That's exactly what this fabric reminds me of. So, let's see, what did I do this time? So I added a bunch down here, added in this frame, and started working on Goofy. So that is, hopefully, that's showing my progress. And this is one where the back stitch is just magic. So like Goofy's kind of goofy looking, but I mean, like, look, this is my Pluto once he was back stitched, and tell me that's not magical. So good. Then I pulled out my Shakespeare quotes. Let's see, for this one, this was my whip go pull. So one of my whip goes for this month was to do a quote, a full quote on the Shakespeare quotes. This is from Taylor and Cromwell. And this is a stitch along I am doing with Rainy from Rainy Day Reads. We started it for Shaketober. Can never remember this. Either Shaketober or Shaketober. I can't remember which it is. And I did, well, here's where we are. This is a piece of 18 count black Ada. I think it's 18 count. Oh, I do actually have a sticker on it. 18 count? Yeah, 18 count black Ada. Pretty sure it's just a Zweigart. So I did the quote on this one here. So I did this white quote there. And so that was a total of 551 stitches. So I'm getting there. This one's, there's a lot of stitching in these words, let me tell you. I really, really, really want to finish this one this year. And I know that Rainy feels the exact same way. All right, then I did, let's see, what is this? This is the Lord's Prayer from Leela Studio. And so this one came up as a random roll. I did 1,000 stitches for random roll, and then, no. That does not equal 1,000. What am I talking about? I must have rolled 800. Okay, so it's 800 stitches for the random roll. And then I did 220 stitches for I Spy, and the prompt was letter F, because it's the Lord's Prayer, so there's Our Father. If I didn't show that yet, that's what it looks like. And I Spy is from Laura over at Stitching by the Shore. It's the game that she puts out every month. And I always do 200 minimum because that's not like Laura's rule, but that's what she does for herself. So that's what I challenge myself to do also. So grand total of 1,021 stitches on this bad boy. And my progress this time is down here, the middle motif, and then border, flower border. And this is being done primarily with Avaswaz 103s, right? Yeah, 103s. And then some, they didn't have them all in stock when I got them, so I am doing a couple substitutions with some Stitchy Silk and Gentle Arts. Yeah, Stitchy Silk and Gentle Arts. And this is being done on 18 count Confetti Ada from Picture This Plus. And look, can we just talk? This is such a good red. This is such a good red. Look at the red in that middle motif. Is that not just a beautiful red? Oh, I love it. So if you're curious what that red is, it is number 779. It's a great red. Okay, so that's where we are with that. I particularly really enjoy Leela Studios patterns. She has not put her stuff up yet for market. I'm assuming she's going to have releases for market, and I'm like waiting somewhat impatiently to see what they are because she's one of my faves. All right, next up is, man, I'm having like the worst time with what are these things called? Zippers. Next up is Mad Tea Party from Bella Filipina. And it looks like this. So this one I am doing as a, to remember a trip Cassidy and I took this past summer. Was Melanie this past summer? Pretty sure it was this past summer. We went to see Melanie Martinez in Columbus, Ohio. And she has a song called Mad Hatter. And this reminds me of that. So what I am doing is I'm going to change where it says Alice. I'm going to change that to Mad Hatter because she really looks like a gender swapped Mad Hatter here. So I'm going to change that to say Mad Hatter. And then a lyric from the song is all the best people are crazy. And so I'm going to chart out that lyric to do under here. Mostly doing is charted. I did change the outline of this like frame thing here because that was all cray neck and I didn't want to do that much cray neck. I wasn't going to use any cray neck, but then I decided I am going to make some attempts to do what's called for the rest. So you'll see in my haul, I was able to order the rest of the stuff I need for this chart. So this is being done on a 14 count lupine from Picture This Plus. And this is where we are. I added in the color to the teapot up at the top there. Added in the branches down here, or vines, or whatever they are. And then a lot more down this side here. So, and you can see, so, but the frame, I changed that to a Leo and Roxy, Under the Sea foam is what it's called. And I don't know if they still make this color or not, but I love it because, you know, this is old. This would probably be an old dialogue because it was Leo and Roxy. No, it's just Roxy Floss. So fun. There's a lot of color changes in this. It's very confetti heavy, but I'm okay with it. Oh, did I say? Oh, I didn't even say. Okay, so that was a random roll. I did 200 stitches for a random roll on that one. I Spy for Remind You of a Loved One, because it reminds me of Cassidy and I's trip. So 200 for that. And then for Categories, pattern title, letter is M, and Categories is through Whip Warriors on Facebook. And so Mad Tea Party. So M for the pattern title. So that was a total of 602 stitches I did on there. All right, next up is Anne in the Green Gables. This is from Mrs. Pagodi Arts. This is the kind of full coverage I really enjoy, because there's a lot of blocks. Blocks of color, really, I haven't found any confetti yet, which thrills me to death. This one was a random roll for 800 stitches. No, that is not the correct thing. Hold on. Where's Anne? And 200 stitches for Categories, and that was for designer, Mrs. Pagodi Arts. And here is progress. The heck. There we go. So this is on a piece of Monaco, 28 count Monaco. Think Charles Craft Monaco, and I love it so much. And my progress was up here in this area. I want to get more of that Monaco. Yeah, Charles Craft. It's probably like super cheap too, I'm sure. Because Charles Craft is just not an expensive fabric at all. All right, then we have a Black Vintage Sampler, which, oh, there we go. Okay. This is from Alforce Embroidery. Of course, this is not monochrome. I am doing this on a piece of 18 count jade from Picture This Plus. And let's check out the statistics for this one. All right, so this was a random roll, 300 stitches for a random roll. 200 stitches for I Spy. It's rain, clouds, or an umbrella. And you can see there is the umbrella is right there. And then I Spy for repeating pattern, which is the border. So a grand total of 733 stitches. This is the total progress. I put my work in down here. The rest of this border here I did, and started in on this big old ship there. I adore this. This one's just so fun. Again, very like once you get started on it, you just want to keep going and going and going. And so you're probably like, well, if you want to just keep going and going and going, why do you work on so many things? If I worked on them longer, I would get tired of them, and then I wouldn't want to keep going and going and going. So the way I'm doing it, just, it works very well for how my brain works. I don't get bored. All right, then we got Christmas Delivery. This is from Cottage Garden Samplings. Yeah, Cottage Garden Samplings. And this one was 100 for a random roll, 200 for I Spy, which was Super Bowl team colors. And this actually has both Super Bowl team colors in it because it had red and it had green. 200 for categories, holiday, and there's the 2 letters this time are M and R. So for holiday, I did reindeer because, you know, reindeers are pretty much like the mascot for Santa Claus. And then I did man-made for categories, another 200, and there's a rocking horse in here, which is up here. There's the rocking horse, and the rocking horse is man-made. So a grand total of 700 stitches, and I put my work in over on Santa Claus there, and his like from the waist up is really where I did a lot of work. And this is on from Lap and Loops Pushers Cerulean that I got from Lindy Stitches. It's a really nice fabric. 40 count. Yeah, 40 count, 1/2. Am I showing you the back? I'm showing you the back. The back's not terrible. I do have a hanging thread. Let's look at the front again. There we go. I really enjoy Cottage Garden samplings a lot. The little design, they all just work, the little motifs and everything. And I don't find them like overly tedious or anything like that. I'm gonna be so happy to be able to put all this away. This is a lot of charts over here in my little corner. All right, then I worked on Amethyst from Carolyn Manning. I'll put the picture up here. This was 900 stitches for a random roll. And I am doing this one for Cassidy. I showed her all of the, I think it's the Shooting Star collection. I showed her all the patterns, and this is the one she liked the best. So this is the one we're doing. And this is, of course, you know, it comes with 5 different charts, some of which are pretty small. Of course, I didn't pay attention to that and went with the really big one. Sorry. Hanging floss. So I did a lot of work down in here. Discovered I needed to order I have one purple I didn't have, so I needed to order that. So I did that with the 1, 2, 3 stitch order I put in. So there we are. And as I'm doing this, like, I want to do other ones of these. I kind of want to do a gift, and I'm trying to figure out who in my family has 4 different months that I could pick and do the 4 different month stones. So I think I might do my brother, sister-in-law, niece, and 2 nieces, because that would be December, June, August, and January. And so I could do a quarter for each of it. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so 900 stitches for that. All right, then for Jack Frost Tree Farm, this was one of my Monopoly calls, 400 stitches for Monopoly and 233 for categories. I think for the prompt is human, and I went with man because Jack Frost is a man. And this is from Little House Needleworks. This is a several part series. I'm only doing this first one. I'm going to turn it into a pillow, I believe. This is on 16 count fog from Picture This Plus. And I am getting so far on this one. So we are now all the way over side to side and up and down. I put in most of the work, I think over here, I believe it was over here on this side, most of it. The little signpost and stuff. So, ooh, I apologize. My lighting's like hideous because it's nighttime. There is no outside light coming in right now. So that was a total of 633 stitches. Right, then we had Yellow Submarine. This is from Blackbird Designs, and this is part of the Magical Mystery Tour. This is number 5 in the Magical Mystery Tour. I adore all these charts. I have Octopus Garden done. I'm working on this one. I have Eleanor Rigby going as well right now. And I think Eleanor Rigby is probably my favorite Beatles song. I need to get Strawberry Fields and Blackbird still. So this is the one we're working on. This was 100 stitches for Monopoly, and then 200 stitches for categories for color. And the color that's in this that I used is Mountain Mist from Gentle Arts. Right? Pretty sure it's Gentle Arts. And this is on a 18 count Picture This Plus. I don't remember what the color was. It was like a piece I had left over, I think, from Octopus Gardens. And this is showing up pretty washed out. It's more like of a purpley. And obviously my progress is down in the submarine because that's where I'm at right now. Did a lot more. I think I focused all on the yellow in the actual body of the submarine. This one I am doing as charted. Just changed up the fabric. Okay, last one. Told you I barked on a lot over 2 weeks. That's why we're only looking at 2 weeks and not gonna wait until week 3 and look at all those too. I decided I really wanted to work on Pride Street from Black Hat Studios. I'll put the name of the designer up here, along with the picture. And so this one I did for categories. The water is the prompt, and I went with rainbow because like all the houses obviously are rainbow in Pride Street. I did for I Spy Something Pink because there's pink in here. And then I rolled to see how many additional stitches I should do. And that turned out to be 200. So I did like 212. This is on a very strange piece of linen that I got from Etsy. I don't know. It's linen, but I'm using it like Ada. I don't know. It's weird. But like this is look how big this is. I mean, it's huge. So I am doing this to hang up at work. I already have the perfect spot curated for it above my door. And here is where I'm at. So my progress, I had already had this house done. So my progress was in all these additional outlining. Oh my gosh, this is like impossible to even hold. All the additional black I did this time for the most part. You can probably see my face through that, huh? Can you see my face? Anyway. This one's super fun too. Huge blocks of color in this one, but I love it, but it's so unwieldy to hold this. Like, to get this gathered up, because you know, I don't stitch in hand, so I'm trying to like get it into my grind guard, and it's not the easiest, but it is very enjoyable to work on. Yeah, okay, so that was my 10,084 stitches for the week. Not gonna go into, I can tell you my new start for this past week that I rolled was Act of God from Long Dog Sampler. My first ever long dog. So I was super excited to get that started. But we'll talk more about that this week whenever I tape. But okay, so let's look at haul. Give me 1 second, I have to get it. Okay, so haul this time. First of all, I got my spring just cross stitch magazine. I am not going to do a flip through of this because I leave that to the professionals. Laura over at Stitching by the Shore. It isn't up yet, but I'm sure she's going to have that up soon. So check out her flip through once it's up. I will show you the one that I'm most excited about in here though, and that is the Stitch Along from Sprouting Lupine. It's the 2025 Stitch Along Nature's Journey. And that is the part that was released, and I think it's amazing. And I will absolutely be stitching that. All right, then like I said, I did a 1, 2, 3 stitch order because I needed a DMC, and then I wanted to get the rest of the specialty stuff for the Mad Hatter, or Mad Tea Party. So, I have done a little bit of beadwork in the past, not much. It's been just like a couple beads here and there. And so I needed to get a few things to make my life easier. So I got a organizer box for my beads. And then ordered the called for Mill Hill. So we've got, let's see, size 8 glass beads. I don't know what they're called, so those. And then more glass seed beads, these 2 different colors. Yeah, this color and these ones. Obviously, I'll be waiting until the end to do the seeds. Those. These super pretty ones. Love those. And then there was a couple of charms. So they're like leaf charms. And then these, what are those? Like, you can't even see them. I don't know, flowers. And the Bead-A-Lawn tacky mat. And then I got beading needles. What did I get? From Mill Hill, number 10 sharp point beading needles. And a new pair of scissors because some of my scissors are getting pretty dull. So I figured I'm putting in an order, might as well get some new snippers. And then the cray neck. Why do I think there was more than just this? I feel like I'm missing cray neck. I guess not. So navy number 4 braid and then high luster magenta sunset are the 2 that I needed. So we'll see how that goes, because we know how I feel about metallics. I really want to try it again though, just for this one. And then this is the DMC I was waiting on for my Carolyn Manning. Okay, so that is my haul. I am doing my Nashville pre-orders through Millennial Fabrics. I've kind of become pretty loyal to them. If you have not used any Millennial Fabric, I highly, highly recommend you go over and check them out. They are on Facebook. It's Sarah Pullman. And her husband, who I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. But they, first of all, top-notch customer service, let me just say. She responds so quickly, and I know that her business is just growing and growing and growing. She does lives, and there are so many people in the lives now, and I really love them. I say, spread the love, but I tend to stick with one shop for my Nashville pre-orders because she combines it, so I only have to pay shipping once. So flat rate of $5 shipping for everything that I end up getting. So I had thought about taking pictures and like showing you what I was drawn to and decided that I was going to pre-order, but I think I'm just going to wait until they all come in. Like I said, I'm still waiting on to see what Leela Studio, what she's going to be releasing. I know for sure I ordered Blue Flower. Oh gosh, all right, there are several. I'm trying to be a lot more picky, but there's just so many great designs. Any I was on the fence about, I didn't get. I thought, okay, I don't need to get those. I'm just going to get ones that I'm like feel really, really drawn to. Oh, and my red box came also. So I will do a special walkthrough of the red box from Hands Across the Sea, because I think the embargo must be up, because Nicola posted I think the unboxing, which even though I got it, I still want to watch it because I just want to hear her talk about everything. So that was lovely. I will show you everything in there, and we'll kind of go through. I'll do a FlossTube extra, and we'll go through and pick out which one I want to start. I think that's about it. Yeah. Life, like I said, I was sick. So what happened was I made it through licensing week at work. So I'm the COO at a mental health, it's going to be a clinic. We were a private practice for a long time. And I was doing the state licensing. Thank God I had my one coworker, Vanessa. I could not have done it without her. She was amazing through the whole thing. And it went like as well as I could possibly hope for. It went. So they have to come back one more time because we have 18 sites that are in schools. So they need to go and take a look at those. And then we should get the approval, and I can move on to the next step, which is getting these promise IDs. And but so that was done. But I had so the visit was Friday. So I put in a ton of work the whole week leading up to it. And come Thursday night, I was like, I am not feeling great. And I felt not great enough to wear a mask all day on Friday at work. And I was like, I have to make it through this licensing visit. So I did, came home, got kind of progressively worse, took my COVID test. It was negative the first time. Next morning I woke up, I could tell I was running a fever. I couldn't breathe. I had a cough. My head felt so congested. I did another COVID test and it like almost immediately turned positive. So, like I said, I had it. Cassidy had it. My dad and brother both had it. Were diagnosed the day or two before I was diagnosed. So yeah, so I've just been horribly sick. I've spent most of my time, sleeping and stitching, still tried to work as much as I could from home. But I'm telling you what, thinking was pretty painful. It's not fun. So, all right. For those of you that have stuck around, you're going to see Cassidy in this next segment get a special gift from across the pond. And yeah. All right, so that is it. I will catch up with you guys again. I will tape either Saturday or Sunday and have my next video out on Sunday. Till then, have fun, stitch. Tell me why you stitch. What does it do for your brain? Is it like what it does for my brain? It's so good. All right, guys, I will catch up with you later. Bye. Hi, guys. This is Cassidy.
Hola.
And Cassidy doesn't know why she's here right now.
I don't. She made me get dressed. I mean, I was in the middle of doing some character AI, listening to Spotify, and she has the audacity to tell me to get dressed. How dare she?
Anyway, do you remember whenever I had the subscriber that asked about the tea?
Yes, I love her. Listen, I'm not drinking my tea every day, but I am trying to drink tea weekly.
Okay. Well, she reached out. Her name is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
And she asked if she could send you a care package from England. And it has arrived.
England?
England.
I love England.
England. So, we are going to have Cassie open this so that Jackie, you can see.
I love
You
the
can
British.
See you can see Cassie open it. Uh-oh. I should have been prepared for this. Okay.
Oh, girl!
All right.
Oh my god. Woo! How do you say that?
Jaffa? Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cakes. Ooh!
Hold up.
Jaffa cakes. That looks so good.
So I'm guessing these are like English biscuits.
OMG! Oh, Yorkshire tea. You know, this is very good tea. I like it. Fruit pastels.
Fruit pasties.
Oh,
right? Isn't that how you say them?
Pasties? Oh.
Pasties? Isn't it? Oh,
Pasties?
I'm thinking Harry Potter.
That's so funny, because in Harry Potter, when I envision pumpkin pasties, I envision like...
Pumpkin pasties.
No, I envision like pumpkin-shaped mochi with filling.
Ah.
I thought it was like a pastry. That's what it sounded like.
All right, let's see. Here's a letter. I should open this first. Okay. Greetings, Tara, Cassidy, and family. I've sent you some treats from England for you to enjoy, and of course I had to include tea bags. This is the only brand worth drinking and is the most popular in the UK. As I mentioned before, there is a debate on whether to put the milk in first or after. I tend to do both, depending on the size of the cup mug. If I'm using a cup, I always put the milk in first, but if I'm having a large mug, I always put the milk in after. It's all about personal preference, in my opinion, but I do favor the milk in first. This stops the cup getting stained and having to scrub them. Plus, I just think it tastes better. Try it both ways and see what you prefer. I have also included some biscuits to go with your cuppa and have chosen the most popular ones. The custard creams and chocolate digestives are everyone's favorite, but Jaffa cakes are very popular too. And friends and family are known to have major arguments about whether they are a biscuit or whether they should be classed as a cake.
Oh.
It is all down to when they go stale. When biscuits go stale, they go soft, whereas when cake goes stale, it dries out and hardens. So I hope you have a try of them and tell me what you think. I won't be offended if you don't like them. If you don't like them, laugh out loud. And of course, I had to put in some Cadbury chocolate, as it's the best. I have also included 2 small selection boxes. We have these every year at Christmas along with our presents. I included these as their contents comprise classic British sweets and enjoyed by everyone when we were kids. Why don't you look up the TV advert for fudge? I remember every single word. The best object in the box is the Tunnocks tea cakes, and I have not met anyone in my whole lifetime who do not enjoy these. They're delicious. I always save the bottom bit until last. Good to know.
I do love my apple pie. I eat the filling and then I have the crust last because it just tastes really good.
The calendar just highlights the beauty of the UK, and I thought you would like to see the sites and maybe look them up on the internet.
Yes, we do. The other night, I had a dream that I finally went to England, except I missed my flight. It was very traumatizing. I woke up shaking.
She did. I am from the northeast of England, where we are called Gerties and support the best football team in the world, Newcastle United. And 2 of the pictures are from there. The Angel of the North and Hadrian's Wall. I really hope that you can one day come to visit, and my only advice is not to concentrate on London. You can see the main sights in a day, and you will soon want to leave. I think you would like York, Edinburgh, Newcastle, of course, and loads of other places. Then there's a little bit for me in here. Hope you enjoy your treats. I think I got enough to share with the family. Love and peace, Jackie. Thank you so much, Jackie.
Thank you. Listen, I'm
All right, keep opening.
I'm such a nice child, so I will share So I will share. Ooh, the custard creams. Ooh.
I like the chocolates.
Yes, you can try one. You can have one.
Okay, chocolate digestives.
Chocolate digestives.
I always hear people talk about those.
Yeah, I never heard of those until. Ooh, the tea cakes.
Okay.
Look at the packaging. It's very mindful, very demure. We
very
love that.
aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
Ooh. Nice.
Ooh. It's very purple. I love purple.
That is
Thank you. OMG. It's the chocolate. See, my mom loves chocolate. Is this the brand you like?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll share half of it with her since I'm nice.
Nice.
Oh, look, it's a little calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hang that up.
Very cool.
Actually, I don't know, because I do have, up in my bedroom, I collect things, and so I have a tiny area where I have, like, an autograph I bought from an English actress, and then I have, what was that?
What?
The name of that brand that Chachi got that bag? Started with, like, an H.
Oh, Harrods.
Yeah, Harrods. I have a green Harrods bag, and then a little makeup bag that my aunt got me when she flew into town. She had a layover in England, so I think I'm gonna put some of that with.
So are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited. Thank you.
Did this make your whole week?
Yes, I love the British, and I love British things.
I told Jackie
Thank you.
You were really upset because you were sick and hadn't been able to leave the house or anything, and this would make your week since it was coming. And it got here fast.
She gave me COVID.
I
She insists that my uncle gave it to me, but I was around him for maybe 4 hours, and I live with her. So let's make it make sense.
Anyway, Jackie, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. You did
Thank
not have to
you.
do that, and as you can see, she greatly
Yes.
appreciates it. Super excited to try
All
because
of
she's
the
gonna
British
share. All right, thank you so much, Jackie.
Thank you.